Alright, here's an update to the delete plate area. I went ahead and plugged up the holes. I got some feedback from you guys. Thank you very much. To plug up these because that big plate would have covered it up. But I did get conflicting about this hole right here. So I left it open. I can plug it up later if it comes back. You know, hey, I really don't need it. But this is pretty much done. It's all rough looking, but I'll clean it up later. I did look up aftermarket heat air units, and they actually provide you with a plate to put there. So I went ahead and cut that off. As you see, it fell off when I touched it. But so I'm going to leave that open and just use whatever they send, because it already has, I think it's plastic or whatever, and then it has the holes in it for all the tube or lines for the air conditioning heat unit. But that's all I got right now on this area. Again, I got to clean it up. I got to put some just some filler just to cover it up, and then I'll spray paint it again. What I didn't show you, because I used my SD card with another device, and it just deleted all what I had on there. But anyways, so what I did is I went ahead and put some Dynaglass. It's a fiberglass filler over the areas where I welded, so it's, you know, it's going to be covered up by carpet, and I'm going to put lizard skin all over the floor. But everywhere I welded, I used seam sealed, and over that I put Dynaglass. I just have to sand it down, make it look all pretty and all that. But I did it for the other side as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back in a minute. Back in a minute turned out to be like 3 weeks later. I'll explain later. Anyways, I went ahead and stripped down all that Dynaglass that I had on there, made it nice and smooth. Doesn't look pretty right now, but, and I stripped up the rest of the floor and just kind of scuffed it up, because I'm going to go ahead and put a 2-part epoxy on there. I need to do a little bit more back there and get it all cleared up. But right now, I'm going to go put everywhere I pulled off seam seal, I'm going to reapply it with some new seam seal instead of that tar stuff they used back in the 60s. Anyways, that's next. Seam sealing is done pretty much on the inside. I threw some in the corners. It's a beige color, and then you can see I just got really messy right there with the paint on stuff I got from Eastwood, which I really like, but it's expensive. I just threw some here around the delete plate I came up with. I put seam seal so nothing comes in that way. I did it over there and around. Alright, gotta let it dry, but I want to seam seal inside here where it goes down all the way down here, because it was just all rusted to crap. And I fixed it. It came out pretty good, yeah, on an earlier video like a year and a half ago. But I want to seam seal it all the way down, because all the water comes through here and then just goes down and goes into the rocker arm. And it just bugs the crap out of me that it just goes back there. These are the only holes that I can see. Other than that, just water goes back there, and it's just rusts these things out. So, I don't know. I might drill a hole down here so it just dribbles out and goes down. I don't know. See what happens. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and paint the interior with 2-part epoxy. Just to let you know, I cleaned up this area, went ahead and filled that oval hole over here, decided to put seam seal all the way around. It's nice and smoothish. So I'm going to paint a little 2-part on there to just cover it up. And I put some flyweight sealer or Bondo, whatever you want to call it, fiberglass, and just to make it smooth. And we'll see how that turns out. I kind of went crazy on the tape. It's areas I don't want two-part epoxy hitting, but I'm going to go ahead and do the total inside. So let's get started. All right, inside is done. It's all shiny. Man, you can really pick out your mistakes after you put the paint on. That's hilarious. I went ahead and did the roof, interior roof. So it's nicely sealed up, I guess. I did underneath the dash. Basically, the whole interior is gray now. I still have to fix that. So there. One of the reasons I did it now is because winter's coming in. Once it drops below 55, you can't paint, especially when you don't have a booth. I went ahead and paid just touched up the inside of the trunk as well. Awesome to have this turned on its side. I was able to get areas that I never was able to get before. So thank God I had that rotisserie. I built that thing. And here's the front. There's my delete plate. It's not standard, I guess, but it's a delete plate. Yay! One more thing. Hey, here's the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. In the last month on the East Coast, there's been a couple of hurricanes that came through and really screwed up a lot of people. If you have the opportunity to just read about it and find out where you can help out, if you want to help out, you can go on to helpmedonate.org, redcross.org, FEMA.org, and blood, time, and supplies. I mean, you donate those, of course, blood to Red Cross, okay? But you can get more information on how you can help out. I mean, you don't even have to go down there. You can find out an organization in your area where you can help them load a truck, bring over some supplies, and help somebody out. But anyways, just wanted to mention it. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time somewhere else on the Camaro.